If you thought creating a cinematic anime that looks like a Netflix production required a massive studio team, this video might completely change your mind. Because today, I'm going to show you how I create insane AI anime cinematic videos using just a few free tools and a super simple workflow. And the craziest part is, AI handles most of the process for you automatically. And honestly, if you're thinking about starting a faceless YouTube channel around AI anime, storytelling, or cinematic shorts, this is probably one of the biggest opportunities on YouTube right now. If you're into AI tools that save time and open up new ways to make money online, make sure to subscribe to JACKY AI Flow right now. And stay until the end of the video, because I'm going to share the exact workflow I use to keep character consistency across the entire anime, which is something most people are still doing completely wrong. Now check out these anime frames for a second. Notice how the character barely changes between scenes. The hair, the eyes, the outfit, even the cinematic color grading. Everything feels incredibly consistent. Normally, pulling this off takes a ton of manual work. Sometimes even changing the camera angle can completely mess up the character's face. But the crazy thing is, I created almost this entire sequence using basically one single prompt. No drawing skills needed. No professional animation experience. And honestly, you don't even need advanced video editing skills either. What I love most about this workflow is that literally anyone can start with it, even if you've never made AI anime before. And if you've been paying attention on YouTube lately, a lot of faceless AI anime channels are blowing up insanely fast. Some newer channels are already hitting millions of views with these cinematic anime-style clips. And the reason is simple. People love short, emotional storytelling, beautiful visuals, dark fantasy vibes, revenge arcs, and those insane God mode awakening moments. That type of content is absolutely dominating YouTube Shorts retention right now. Alright, now let me show you exactly how I do this step by step. First, I open ChatGPT. You can use any AI chatbot you want, but personally, I think ChatGPT works really well for cinematic anime storytelling right now. Once I'm inside, I paste in a custom master prompt that I built specifically for the AI anime niche. Just type JACKY AI Flow in the comments, and I'll send it to you for free. And trust me, this prompt is everything. It helps the AI understand the anime style you want, how to keep character consistency, how to create cinematic scenes, voiceover scripting, animation prompts, and even sound design. Basically, it's like hiring your own AI anime screenwriter. After sending the prompt, I wait a few seconds, and the AI instantly starts generating a bunch of video ideas. This is honestly one of my favorite parts. Instead of spending hours brainstorming, the AI automatically suggests multiple anime concepts. And every concept already comes with a viral-style hook designed for shorts and TikTok. At this point, I just scroll through the list and pick the concept I like the most. For today's example, the one I picked is Void King Rebirth. It's about a warrior who gets betrayed, dies, and then reincarnates hundreds of years later with the power of an abyss god. That already sounds cinematic as hell, right? After that, I simply type the number of the concept into the chat and hit enter. Next, the AI asks how long I want the video to be. And this part actually matters a lot because video length directly affects the pacing and number of scenes. For example, a 30-second short needs extremely fast pacing. But a 1-minute video gives you more time to build emotion and cinematic tension. For this example, I'm choosing around 1 minute so we can fit in more cinematic scenes. Once I enter the duration, the AI automatically builds the full movie structure for me. And this is where the workflow becomes insanely powerful. The AI generated. Everything is organized scene by scene. You barely have to think about anything yourself anymore. Now we start generating the actual images. For this part, I use Gemini to create the anime frames, but honestly, you can use other AI image tools too. I simply copy the first image prompt from ChatGPT, paste it into Gemini, then hit Generate. And just a few seconds later, the first frame appears. My favorite thing is the cinematic lighting and how insanely high-budget anime movie everything looks. Next, I repeat the exact same process for scene 2. Copy the prompt, Go back to Gemini, paste it in, generate. This is basically the workflow you repeat for the entire movie. It sounds simple, but the important part is that the character consistency stays surprisingly solid across every scene. And that's exactly why the master character description at the beginning matters so much. And this is where things start getting really exciting. As you generate more scenes, the whole story slowly starts feeling like a real anime trailer. The cinematic camera angles, the ufotable style lighting, the smoke, fire, and aura effects. Everything starts looking like a Netflix anime teaser. And if you've ever had the problem of the images look great individually, but terrible when combined together, this workflow solves that problem surprisingly well. Once I have around 5 or 6 scenes ready, I download all the images to my computer. Now we move into animation, which is honestly the part that makes everything come alive. For this, I use Google Flow. I really like this tool because the animation movement feels super cinematic, especially for anime-style shots. After opening Google Flow, I create a new project. Then, select Video Mode, enable frames, set the aspect ratio to 16:9, and set output results to 1. If you want to save credits, you can use Light Mode. If you want smoother and more cinematic movement, use Fast Mode instead. Now I import all the anime frames into the timeline. Quick tip here: always make sure your scenes are in the correct order. Sounds obvious, but a lot of people completely ruin the animation flow just because they upload scenes in the wrong sequence. Especially with cinematic anime storytelling, pacing and transitions are everything. Next, I drag the first scene onto the timeline. Then I go back to ChatGPT and copy the animation prompt, the voiceover, and the sound design. Then I paste everything into Google Flow. After hitting generate just a few seconds later, the still frame starts transforming into a real cinematic anime animation. Honestly, this is always my favorite moment. You'll notice, the camera starts moving. Hair and clothes react to the wind. Lighting shifts dynamically. Particle effects appear. And the scene suddenly feels way more alive and cinematic. It instantly makes the project feel way more like a professional anime trailer. After that, I just repeat the workflow for the remaining scenes. Drag the next image into the timeline, copy the animation prompt, generate, and keep repeating until the entire sequence is fully animated. What I love about this workflow is that you don't have to animate frame by frame manually like traditional animation anymore. AI handles most of the hardest parts for you. Once all the clips are finished, we move to the final step: editing. For this, I use CapCut because it's beginner-friendly and super easy to use. I import all the video clips into the timeline, arrange them in story order, and then add cinematic background music if needed. And finally, after exporting everything, you end up with a cinematic AI anime movie that looks like this. A type of project that would have required an entire studio just a few years ago can now be created right from your laptop. And honestly, this is only the beginning of AI cinematic storytelling.
They called me the monster who survived the dragons.
You watched them destroy me and said nothing!
The dragons were never our enemies.
Then why did humanity fear them?
If the world wants a villain, I'll become one. They sent an army for one exile. You created this nightmare.
You promised this kingdom would change.
The dragons chose me, not your empire. Now the kingdom will remember my name.
If this video helped you understand how to create cinematic AI anime videos, make sure to like the video, and subscribe to JACKY AI Flow. Also, comment below if you want the master prompt I used in this video. Just type JACKY AI Flow in the comments, and I'll send it to you for free. Thanks for watching all the way until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.